Today I'm here to review episode 8 of The Walking Dead titled Made to Suffer. Now, before I get off into my review, I want to say this. I want to refrain from doing recaps. To me, recaps is pointless. You guys already seen the episode. I want to give my overall thoughts on this episode, but I don't really want to go in details with recaps. It's just pointless to me. And also, for people who live in different countries, I do understand that you guys do not get the same air date that the Americans as we get, because The Walking Dead come on every Sunday for us, but you guys might get it next Friday. So we'll put a link for the episode down below in the description, so you guys can watch the episode. Because I feel it's kind of unfair for you guys to have to wait. For you guys to have to wait so long. We get it that Sunday. You guys have to wait till Friday, Thursday and stuff just to watch the episode. So I will put a link in the description down below for the episodes from now. Now, let's get off into the review. We see Tyrese, we see his sister Sasha, and see, it's different from the comic books, because in the comic books, when we first met Tyrese, he had a daughter, and his daughter had her boyfriend, and it was traveling with Tyrese. But now it's different. Tyrese actually has a sister, and her name is Sasha. And another thing I noticed about this episode was Tyrese does not have his signature weapon, and his signature weapon is the sledgehammer. In the TV series, he just got a regular hammer that you use, to hammer nails into a while. And now we have 3 more characters from the comic books. We have Alan. Now, Alan is the guy, for some of you know, he's in the comic books. He has a son named Ben, but in the comic books, he had 2 sons, and they was twins. He had Ben and Billy, but now it's only Ben. And now, if you look at Ben, you can notice something from his counterpart from the comic book. He's a lot older in a TV series, but now if you look at the comic book series, he's just a child. He's still a child. And Alan also has his wife with him. Now she's also in the comic books too. I forgot her name, but she's also in the comic book, and she also is in the group with him. Now we see them fighting off walkers. And a lot of people came to a conclusion, a lot of people say this is a herd of walkers that are fighting out. That is not the case, because a herd of walkers is way bigger. A herd of walkers is not even considered a group anymore. It's just a herd. A herd of walkers is basically what you see on Herschel's farm. They were just fighting a group of walkers. So now we see them fighting them out, and we see Alan's wife end up getting bitten. And now we see Tyrese them find the back of a prison. Now the back of the prison look like it's been destroyed somehow. I don't know how this happened. I hope we probably won't even get a reason how this happened, but it's literally destroyed in the back. Anybody could get in. I didn't even know it had an opening that vulnerable in the prison. That's how I was wondering, like, how those walkers was getting into that prison like that. And I got my answer right there. Nah, Alan's wife ends up getting beaten. And man, let me try to think of her name. What's her name? Donna. That's his wife's name. His wife's name is Donna. Donna ends up getting bitten. And now, they came to a conclusion about either leaving, Sasha, Tyrese's sister, came to a conclusion that they need to leave Donna behind, because Donna is going to slow them down. And Donna even says, yes, just leave me behind. But you can tell how Ben does not want this to happen, because Donna is his mother. And also, Alan doesn't want this to happen because, of course, Donna is his wife. And you can see that how they're trying to argue. You can see how Tyrese compromised with Sasha. And now, Tyrese have the same mindset as Rick. And I like this. He has this leader mentality. And I like this about him. Because in season 1 of The Walking Dead, when Jim got bitten, Daryl was about to kill Jim. But Jim never turned yet. And we never got to see him turn because he was off screen, but we never got to see him turn. Daryl was about to kill Jim. And Rick puts a gun to Daryl's head and he tells Daryl, we do not kill the living. We will take care of him after he turns. And we can see how Tyrese has that same mentality like Rick when it comes to being a leader. And for some reason, he will not let Donna stay behind, even though she's going to turn. So basically, he has the mindset, he has this concept of when she turned, then we kill her, like Rick did. And we see them in the prison fighting off walkers because they did get through the back. And Carl comes because they hear noise. And he basically helps them out. And for a lot of people who didn't realize, Donna had already died when she was in that room with Tyrese when they're fighting off them walkers. So when they took her into the main prison or the lobby of the prison, she was dead. But she died before that. And I noticed something about Donna. I noticed something that she didn't transform fast. So this right here made me think about it. And I got you know I like to talk. I like to talk for some reason. So, and I remembered this. It said, well, this is a fact. It's a fact. Anytime, because it's a difference. It's a difference between the transformation time limits, or for example, how long it takes to transform. It depends on the person, the person itself that causes the transformation and how long does it take. Now, if you die, or if a person in the Walking Dead TV series die, well, if they die and they had a cool, calm, collective mindset, it will take them longer to transform, well, to change or turn into a walker. Matter of fact, look at Andrea's sister, Amy. When Amy died in season 1, she got bitten that night by a walker, but she ends up turning that morning. So you see where I'm coming from with this. Amy was cool, calm. Her mindset was overall cool and calm. So it took her longer to transform into a zombie. Now, if you look at season 2, look at Shane. When Shane died, Shane transformed a lot faster than anybody else did in the TV series. Reason being, Shane had rage built inside of him. All his rage came from him hating Rick. Also, you have to remember, this wasn't just your normal rage. This was a murderous rage. So this right here sparks the transformation. Also triggers the transformation a lot faster than it normally would. That's the reason why Shane transformed faster than anybody else did in the Walking Dead TV series. So overall, I'm gonna give you, just make it simple. If you have a cool, calm mindset and very good, it'll take you longer to transform. But if you die and you have rage built inside of you and stuff, all this rage consuming you, you will transform faster. It's just simple how it is. Also, when Carl was about to kill Donna, Tyrese tell him that basically we take care of our own, meaning killing our own people. Now, Carl leaves, but then he ends up locking Tyrese and them outside of the prison cell, so he couldn't get into the prison cells. Now, Sasha gets mad. She tells Carl that that's unhuman, or that's not human to lead him outside like that. And Tyrese stops her in her tracks, and he tells her basically hitting that she needs to be grateful because he said we was out there for weeks, and he said we was out there for weeks. And he said, we finally found the place. We have food. We have shelter now. And he basically thanks Carl for what he done. And now, if you pay attention, he looked Carl into his eyes. And you can see that he has respect for Carl because he knows Carl is young. He's still a kid, but he sees Carl taking on his responsibility, protecting his own group. Because remember, Tyrese got his group too. So he respects Carl for that. And he was out, as I say, he also humble. I like that about Tyrese. Now, Out of the whole war we had going on in Woodbury, why come only one person in Rick group got shot, and that was Oscar. And the only reason Oscar got shot because Rick starts to hallucinate while the battle was going on. He think it's Shane with a shotgun in his head, but then it's revealed that it's not Shane. He was just a hallucinate. So the dude who looked like Shane, who he thought was Shane, ends up shooting Oscar with a shotgun and shoots him one time and kill him. So you meant to take me out of this whole war, especially out of Rick group. Not even just one person in Rick group got shot. We know Oscar got shot. We knew he was gonna die. But did nobody get glazed by a bullet? Did nobody get shot in the arm? Did nobody get shot in the leg out of the whole group? But Oscar got shot one time and he dies. And so Maggie ends up shooting him in the head to stop him from turning. Didn't make no, like I say, man, black replacement is at an all-time high in The Walking Dead. They doing this so they can let Tyrese in, plot device, kill off one black man to let another kill off one black man to let another black man into the group. Plot devices, people. That's how they work. And I see right through it. Now, next scene, we see Merle and the governor talking, and this right here was what really caught my. This right here was very interesting to me because he was talking to the governor, and he asked the governor about taking over the prison, and the governor says that, "Oh, I don't want the prison. I don't want to live around cells and be around bar fences." He didn't want his people around that because the governor asked, Merle asked him, "Are you going to send the people from Woodbury to the prison?" He told him no. Basically, these people look to Woodbury as hope. So why would you want to go and kill Cardam at the prison or take out Rick down? Of course, you know Rick is at Woodbury. Why would you want to do that if you don't want the prison? I got the answer for you. The governor is power hungry. He's power hungry, and he don't want nobody overthrowing his authorities. He don't want nobody to question his leadership. I said this multiple times, and I'm gonna say it again, and this right here proves that my logic is correct. When he said that he doesn't want the prison, and he also said that he's going to kill the people, he's going to kill Rick them that's at the prison and let the biters take it back over. That right there proved my logic was right. He's power hungry. Nothing else to it. Also, and Merle does tell him about not killing Daryl. And Rick them does attack Woodbury, some of you might not know. Next, Michonne versus the governor. Now, when Michonne gets into the room, she sees his dark secret room. She sees Lieutenant Wells' head on top of Lieutenant Wells have the very top of fish aquarium with his head in it. And she also ends up finding Penny. Now, when she finds Penny, you can see she got some sort of remorse because she's telling Penny, "I'm not going to hurt you." But she don't know that little girl is a walker. She pull a bag out of Penny's head. The little girl is a zombie already. And then the governor finds her and he says, "Please don't kill her." And so Michonne gets shocked by this. And you also got to remember, the main reason for Michonne coming back to Woodbury is for revenge. Because Merle made it clear when he was hunting Michonne, he made it clear that the governor sent him to kill her. Although he didn't say his name, he made it clear. And she knew she knew from there who sent them to kill her, because she know Merle don't care about stuff like that. So yeah, that's the reason why she came back. That's the main reason. So we see him like becomes he lets his guard down. He becomes very vulnerable, It's ridiculous, and she never see him like this. So she was shocked, and so she was just amazed how he just dropped his guard and he took off everything, his weapons. He even put his gun down. He got on his knees, and that shocked her. And she was like, she was thinking in her head like, "Wow, you were really protecting this little zombie girl that's not your daughter no more." And so she ends up killing the little girl, and the governor goes nuts. He tries to kill her. And the only reason he was able to really get Michonne because he was a man and he was able to power her. That's the only reason. Now here goes the thing though. Because I noticed this. She stabs him in the eye because he did overpower her. He started choking her out, and she stabs him in the eye with a glass, and he goes nuts because he can't see out the island. Where I know he felt pain. Andrea comes in the room, and she confronts Michonne about what she did. Now here goes the thing. Why come Michonne didn't tell her about what the government tried to do to her? Why didn't Michonne just say, well, he tried to have me killed by Merle and the rest of his men? It's like Michonne knows stuff about him, but she's not telling Andrea about it. And that right there is just bad. I don't really like that. It's like you know stuff, and Andrea knows stuff about the governor, but it's like she's allowing this to go on. She's okay with this. Well, she's not okay with it, but she's just dealing with it. So basically, we get to a scene where the governor is talking to Dr. Stevens. Now, Dr. Stevens tells the governor that he can't see out the Alamo. He's basically blind, as she says. Now, so the governor gets out on the zombie gladiator field, and he admits to, yeah, he's scared. He's scared of humans. Like he's scared of terrorists, and he says they want what we got, and I'm scared of that. And he's putting on this charm, amusing everybody, and then he says we have a traitor in the group who let the terrorists into Woodbury, and he says Merle. And we can see from one standpoint, he's mad at Merle because if Merle would have killed Michonne, his daughter would still be alive. Well, not technically alive, but she would still be a zombie. So that's from one standpoint. He's mad at Merle about that. That's a lot to do with, because Merle never got to portray him. Never got to betray him over Daryl. That never happened. So he did what he did what anybody would do. That, well, not anybody, but he does the unthinkable. He uses Daryl against Merle, and he brings Daryl out, and he knows how valuable Daryl is to Merle. He knows this, and he uses that to his advantage to basically torture Merle deep down inside, to mess with him. You can see he start grinning. You can see, and from what I can tell, look like he's going to probably try to kill him and Daryl. But here's the thing: I wouldn't feel bad for the people in Woodbury if they die, because those people in Woodbury ain't no better than the governor. It's like they condone what he's doing. They was the main ones talking about kill him. Yes, if those people in Woodbury die, I don't care. If the kids die, I don't care, because they wrong. The kids know better. I mean, they have to. They up there saying kill them. So I wouldn't feel bad. I'm touching this too. Tell me why Merle always seemed to lie to the governor. He tells the governor that the guy Warren. Now Warren was the guy that got stabbed in the neck by Maggie with the walker bone. He tells the governor that. This is what he tells the governor. Oh well, the terrorists who got in here basically stabbed Warren in the neck. But he goes, think. We know Rick and them didn't stab Warren in the neck. It was Maggie who stabbed him in the neck. But there go Merle, lying again, as he usually does. So, like I said, he scares, he feels the governor. Also, let me talk about this one last scene with Axel and Beth. Beth is 17. Axel was like 50-year-old man almost, at least 50. And he's hitting on Beth. And Carol tells him about it, and he basically admits that, yeah, ain't nobody in prison or something. He ain't have no women in prison. So yeah, I understand where he's coming from, but she's only 17, and Carol tells him to stay away. And he said that Maggie already got somebody. Everybody got somebody except him. What he's trying to say. And he said he thought Carol was a lesbian, and Carol said, I'm not a lesbian. And basically that's how it ends. Well, that's not how it ends, but that's how I mean. And she know what she telling me. She also hint that you don't have a chance with me either. She did mention that. But yeah, that was the end with Murrah and Daryl being hostage at the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it because I don't want to touch on everything in this episode. So hope you guys enjoyed this review. Subscribe, rate, and comment. Leave your comments down below in the description. Well, down below in the comment section. And peace.